Hey guys, th do you guys know who's on the screen? Well, if you don't, his name's Herobrine, and if you do, you already know his name, and it shows it right there. It's just the default text, it's the default skin of Steve, but with white eyes. And m most people know who he is now, but most people just say he's not his dead brother, and that's all the info they know about him. But not, uh, this video will be more in depth about him and where he came from and how he became popular for everyone to know about him. This is where it very first started. So in the picture below is Herobrine, and I'll show you soon where he is located in the picture. But first, let me tell you what all the writing says. Writing says, since it's really blurry. So he was saying how he started a single player world. It's an alpha something, so I don't know if there's multiplayer yet also. So what the story of what he was saying is, so he was chopping down some trees and to get starting items. So he made a workbench, and then he he's near that mountain in the picture to the very left. He saw Herobrine, which he didn't know that was his name because he's never seen him before. And not the chicken in front of him, but Herobrine's in the very back. You probably can't see him in this picture, but you'll see him soon. And once he saw him, he like looked and didn't see him anymore. He saw him for a few seconds, and then he went to the forums and asked about him. He he was wondering who that person was, so he was wanted to know if anybody else have seen him in their single player worlds. And the message got deleted in 5 minutes. And so he reposted it because he saw that it got deleted. And then less than 5 minutes, the second post got deleted. And somebody private messaged him named Herobrine, and all he said was stop. That's it. and um and so he sent a message to Notch, and he was asking like if he had a brother or something like that, he and what Notch replied to him was I did, but he is no longer with us. So he did have a brother, but he's no longer with us, which is like kind of saying Herobrine's his brother because everyone knows that Herobrine's not his dead brother, and by not saying I did, but he's no longer with us, and he could mean by no longer with us as in he's dead, um, or something like that. And in this picture, it's way easier to see him. Herobrine's in the left, not the chicken in front, but to the left of the mountain. Here, it's right there. It's yeah. Read what it says. The first known sighting of Herobrine. That's what it is. And then Notch also replied on the on Twitter that Herobrine isn't real in any way, and he's never had a brother. But he said there's a half brother he's never met, and but he's not in the game. But in the last thing we were just looking at, he was saying how he did have a brother, but he's no longer with us. And now he's saying he didn't have a brother. I don't. It's confusing. I think he wasn't talking about a brother when he said he's no longer with us. I think he's meaning just somebody else that works there. I don't know. But he replied on Twitter that he did not have a brother. The but he's saying that there's a half brother he's never met, but he's not in the game, which he might be in the game. It might be the half brother, but Notch might not know of it because he might not added him into Minecraft. And that's what Notch said. I did, but he's no longer with us. Also, okay, and then the second known sighting of Herobrine is the live stream. But so he's found in this Brocraft live streaming, but it's not actually a second encounter of Herobrine because it ended up fake. And so, like, when I was looking up stuff about Herobrine to do info for this, a bunch of things were talking about the live stream, which I don't think it really makes any sense because it it was kind of scary as a live stream, but you know, he ended up being fake. And how it did is he he saw Herobrine and he he screamed once he saw him and ran, and then his live stream just shut off. The scary part is that after the live stream shut off, it the page automatically reloaded to the people watching, it automatically redirected them to an, another website that was just Steve's um, face, but in the mid, the block eyes were all black, and then in the middle of the black eyes, they were um, realistic black eyes moving around in circles, and that's in the description if you want to see that page because it still exists. And that's what it looked like, but kind of different, and also in these black eyes, there's realistic ones moving around. And it had jumbled up letters in it. In the link that will be in the description, it does not have the jumbled letters. I guess it's doesn't. Okay, I messed up earlier. I'm sorry, but it does not really exist because it in that uh link it doesn't show the jumbled letters, so it can't be the real one. Because in the real one, it showed jumbled letters below. Like what I mean by jumbled letters is it had letters in it, but weird characters and all that that didn't make any sense. But if you got rid of all the characters and you only read the letters, it would exactly say what it is on the screen. I'm gonna read it right now, but you can skip past it if you want. It says, "It has been reported that some victims of torture during the act would retreat into a fantasy world from which they could not wake up. In this catonic, I may not know how to say some of these words, state, the victim lived in a world just like their normal one, except they weren't being tortured. The only way they realized they needed to wake up was a note they found in their fantasy world. It would tell them about their condition and tell them to wake up. Even then, it would often take months until they were ready to discard their fantasy world and please wake up." So the note's saying to keep on waking up. It shows it at least like 3 or 4 times. So there's been exactly only one Herobrine sighting, which was in that single player world. But in the live stream, it wasn't real because after the live stream shut off and redirected and all that, he turned his live stream back on later, and he started talking to his wife about how he was just messing around with his viewers, and so they got really mad about that. That he was just kind of trolling them, which was kind of stupid of him to leave his mic on to when he was talking to his wife. He must have forgot though. And also, Herobrine is the inspiration by Slenderman, and Slenderman's the inspiration of the Enderman, which is kind of easy to tell. It's the inspiration of the Enderman. And once Notch noticed that people were talking about uh, this guy named Herobrine, people thought his name was Herobrine and all this stuff. He thought it was funny, so he started adding these jokes in Minecraft for updates, and it would say removed Herobrine. As you can see, it would always say removed Herobrine, and he removed him like 5 times. So if he was removed in 1.2.5 and then he was removed in 1.2.6, then I don't really think it makes any sense because that means he must have came back in 1.2.5. And the sightings of Herobrine on the official Minecraft website things in the wedding weekend, you can see him in the very back where it's circled. So you can see him. I circled it. Um, and so they started adding Herobrine stuff to these things. This is really blurry, but if you saw this web page, you would see him in the very back where the blurry red circle is. Sorry for these other pictures that are going to be blurry, but also in here, there's two normal Steves, and to the very right, it's Herobrine because he has white eyes. And this is really blurry, but not the huge circle, but in the very back, it's Herobrine just sitting there and with white eyes because, you know, it's Herobrine, but, and he's looking at Steve. Okay, and now if you're gonna comment like, oh yeah, I've seen Herobrine, and I even have proof, here's a video that I recorded, or here's, look at these screenshots I put on YouTube. Before you do any of that, let me tell you what, if they're pranks or not. Okay, look at the things you recorded and all that of Herobrine. And if there's lava or anything involving the nether, or anything with lava, then it's a prank because Herobrine has nothing to do with the nether. And, um, if there's signs and it has writing on it, it's not Herobrine. Because, he doesn't want to really send messages to you. Uh, So if there's no signs or okay, so if he's holding any items, then it's a prank. Or if he's been placing signs and saying stuff, then it's fake. If there's anything involving lava or nether, it's fake. If the Herobrine attacks you or gets up really close to you, then it's fake. And here's some examples of pictures if it's fake. This Herobrine is fake. As you can tell, there's three things. No, there's four things. One, it's a multiplayer server. Or it may not be a multiplayer server, but it may be NPC of Herobrine, because I know there's an NPC mod. Uh, if it's not NPC mod, it's multiplayer, so that's one thing. In multiplayer, there's name changes you can do to make your name look different, and there's skins you can use. That's one thing. The second thing is he's holding a sword, so that's fake. He's holding an item. Third, he third is so wait, multiplayer server, skin. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. Okay, so how to tell his picture is fake. He may have a skin. It's on a multiplayer server. You can change his name, change his skin. And third, he's holding an item. Oh, I remember. And the very last thing is he approached him. So he got really close to him, so it's fake. And here's another thing that you know it's fake. Um, so this guy took a screenshot and it says, "Death is coming, eyes in the dark." Um, as you can tell, he's placing signs, so it's not Herobrine. And anyways, admins can go invisible and place signs, and Herobrine wouldn't be doing that. Also, you can kind of tell it's fake because anyone can place signs like that and then save it, take a screenshot. So, and if Herobrine gets up that close to you, then it's fake, or even that close up to you, it's gonna be fake because he's gonna be approaching you really close to you. And also, there's Herobrine Minecraft skins, so also be aware of those. And the last question I have for you guys is Herobrine real or just all a hoax thing? I think he is fake, but that's my opinion. And I actually used to think he was real, which now I just wish he was real. If Minecraft could add Herobrine, it'd be awesome. Um, I had one more thing to say. Herobrine also uh wants you to know that he's overlooking you and watching you. So he doesn't want to attack you or anything. So he just wants to overlook you and watch you do your stuff. He wants you. Okay, I remember. The reasoning on why Herobrine doesn't go invisible. I know he doesn't go invisible because he wants you to know that he's there and overlooking you and watching you. Okay, well just answer the question below in the comments. Is Herobrine real or not? I will do a vote and post a video on um who thinks Herobrine is real and who's not, like the percentage of it. If you guys just type real or type hoax, which is HOAX, or you can type not real or something. Just make it really easy to tell what you're trying to say. Also, check out my channel, look at my other YouTube videos, and if I might make a Herobrine movie also. If you guys want me to make a Herobrine movie, I will. I kind of already wrote out what it'll be about, but you know, I don't have anything else, so it's not that much. So I might just cancel it all. But I might not cancel it all. If you guys also leave that in the comment section below. If Herobrine's real or not, I'll do a poll thing on that. I'll post a video on the percentage. And also, leave in the comments if you want me to make a Herobrine movie or not. And like this video, check out my channel, subscribe if you like my other videos. And yeah, see you guys later. Oh, I forgot to say, and watch out for Herobrine.